We live in a world full of toxic chemicals, but nature has also provided solutions. I'm talking about wonder foods that can make a huge difference to your health and longevity. And even once you have these foods, better to know how to chew them like a pro. Yes, it makes the whole difference. Hello everyone, today I'm going to introduce you to something that you may not have heard of or may not realize the benefits of. This is one of those secrets that we like to tell viewers about. In this case, it's a new healing food that does absolute wonders. If you haven't heard of this superfood yet, then you need to stay tuned. I'm talking about sunflower sprouts and broccoli sprouts. If you don't know about them, you should. Many are discovering the amazing properties of these microgreens and how they neutralize and expel toxins from your body. This is about far more than just some minor cleanse or feeling a bit more energized for a day or two. I'm talking about massive, mind-blowing benefits that will have you feeling on top of the world. So why does it matter? You have to understand more of what you're up against in today's crowded and polluted world. I don't want to be an alarmist, but the honest truth is that we're surrounded by more toxins than you can shake a stick at, and they are doing enormous damage to every cell of our body. We exist day to day in a sea of toxins and harmful chemicals. I'm talking about air pollution, soil pollution, water pollution, and more. What's even worse is that many of us live in cities and urban areas where we spend time in closed locations, like shopping malls or poorly ventilated parking garages, that are jam-packed with harmful chemicals that seep into us at a deep level. We wake up feeling tired, having chronic headaches, or experiencing mental confusion, shortness of breath, anxiety, depression, and long-term illnesses, and we wonder why. All too often, the disturbing truth is that the answer is in the air around us, the foods we eat, and the lives we lead. Then you talk about the specific toxins in the air, like benzene from cars, power plants, and refineries, and you're looking at much higher cancer risk and respiratory problems. Air pollution is one of the biggest killers of our generation and one of the main sources of exposure to toxins. Over 60,000 people per year die from air pollution in the United States, and issues like chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD, cancer, heart disease, and obesity. Many more die from the indirect effects and worsening of air pollution on their health and lungs. Then let's get to what happens when you turn on the tap. We're talking about contamination with heavy metals, pesticide residues, phthalates, and a large variety of other toxic substances. Our bodies are 60% water. They say you are what you eat, and they're right, but you also are what you drink. The bad news is that you can't trust what comes out of your tap. Far too many people take drinking water for granted or assume that what the government approves is fine. I wish that were true. The fact is that far too many Americans and people around the world are basically drinking poison. I honestly wish I was exaggerating, but I'm not. We're talking about lead, carcinogens, medication residue, and harmful pollutants from industry and the sewer system. Unfortunately, it doesn't end there. So much of our modern processed food contains dangerous toxins, dioxins, heavy metal components, pesticide residues, and much more. Even so, many of our clothing and synthetic fabrics are coated in carcinogenic and damaging substances, from dangerous forever chemicals to plastic derivatives and dangerous byproducts. The 2019 film Dark Waters, starring Mark Ruffalo, tells the true story of a corporate defense lawyer who ended up fighting the same companies he used to defend. He fought them for allowing harmful pollutants to link into waterways and the water systems of various communities, causing widespread cancer, birth defects, and numerous health problems. Of particular concern were forever chemicals such as altered carbon to create non-stick surfaces and other similar things many of us use every day. It's honestly a chemical nightmare out there. What we put in our bodies has problems, and even eating organic and being very careful doesn't eliminate all the challenges we face in our air, water, and food. There are just so many parts of modern life and products we use in our own homes or in public that affect our systems negatively. What we need is something to fight back, a solution that will serve as a safeguard and remedy against the toxic storm that surrounds us. That's where sunflower sprouts and broccoli sprouts come in. They are the ideal example of a wonder food that's full of cancer-preventing antioxidants and energizing cleansing nutrients. Green sprouts, such as sunflower sprouts and broccoli sprouts, are members of the most nutrient-packed cleansing food families in nature. They are also foods that are readily available to the public and provide a particularly high concentration and variety of antioxidants. This stuff gets the carcinogenic chemicals out of your system and cleanses the effects of air and water pollution. But wait. Not all of these green sprouts are born equal. The best sprouts you can buy are actually sunflower sprouts, as well as broccoli sprouts, radish sprouts, and buckwheat sprouts. These are a vital and often overlooked category of superfoods, microgreens. Microgreens are jam-packed with vital minerals like iron, zinc, and magnesium. They're also full of vitamins, antioxidants, digestive enzymes, chlorophyll, and many cancer-preventing ingredients like polyphenols and anti-inflammatory substances. A 2012 study from the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry found that sunflower sprouts led the way in their antioxidant properties. This was followed up by a further 2014 study from the same publication that tested the polyphenol potency in 4 types of green sprouts and found that sunflower sprouts had the highest polyphenol strength. Polyphenols are crucial for human health, especially in lowering blood pressure, reducing inflammation, and making the heart healthier. Furthermore, in these studies, the ability of the various sprouts to inhibit a process called glycoxidation in scientific language was also tested. What's glycoxidation? It's basically when a sugar molecule attaches to a protein and creates a molecule called AEG, which means an advanced glycation end product. In plain speak, this means that sugary molecules flood the body, leading to an increased risk of diabetes, faster aging, joint pain, memory loss, kidney problems, nervous system disorders, and heart issues. AEG levels in your blood can be tested with a special test called an HbA1c that tells you how many sugary proteins you've got in your blood. You should have 5% or less, but the scary truth is, many of us have much higher levels. None of us want that, so we want to reduce glycoxidation as much as possible. The best way to do that? You guessed it. Sunflower sprouts. In fact, the researchers in these studies concluded that sunflower sprouts and broccoli sprouts are perhaps the most important food for diabetics and slow down aging. Broccoli sprouts and sunflower sprouts are full of glucoraphanin, which transforms into sulforaphane. This substance increases the concentration of the antioxidant glutathione in the blood and in the body's cells. It's an ultra-antioxidant. When you are full of glutathione, you pee out the toxins instead of absorbing them into your body. The amazing advantages of this superfood really can't be exaggerated. Thanks, broccoli sprouts. Numerous studies back this up, including a 2012 study in China that studied how broccoli sprouts increase the excretion of carcinogenic chemicals from benzene and high air pollution in the country. Excretion of the harmful chemicals was up to 50% higher in those eating fresh broccoli sprouts. These kinds of results are stunning, and we should all be paying attention. Other studies found up to 61% higher excretion of similar toxins in those who were eating broccoli sprouts. Try to chew them well, chewing 15 to 30 times per bite. The true pros chew 30 or more times to get the full nutrient value. I simply cannot overstate this. Sunflower sprouts are perhaps the most important food for every person living in our world. But how do you choose the best sunflower greens? The quality varies radically by hundreds of % in how many antioxidants they cleanse, depending on the quality and potency. In order to understand the difference in the sunflower sprout quality you get, it's key to understand the growing process. Sunflower sprouts are something you can buy in many stores, but they lose potency when they sit in refrigerated shelving for a few days. Indeed, from the moment of harvesting, the sprouts begin to rapidly lose their antioxidant content. You're eating a superfood, but it's already drained of 90% of the good stuff. That's not good. Fortunately, smart people are working on this and selling sprouts direct from farm. They are harvested right before you eat them with their roots still attached. If after this video you would like to buy it and can't find where to buy it from, let us know in the comments where you're from and we will try to help. Broccoli sprouts spoil quickly, and after only a few days in the fridge, they're fading fast. But when you buy them straight from the farm with the roots still attached, the broccoli sprouts and sunflower sprouts are still growing and stay fresher for your consumption and nutrition. Not only is the taste fresher and more delicious, but the ingredients of fresh sunflower and broccoli sprouts are also far more full of nutrients and antioxidants. While they're still attached to their roots, this form of microgreens is fresh and full of life. The potential for these superfoods is almost endless. I'm talking about putting them in salads, smoothies, wraps, or just eating them fresh. Eating about half a package per day should be sufficient. As for sunflower sprouts and their cousin the broccoli sprout, they're full of antioxidants as well and belong to the indoline family. They balance hormones, reduce the risk of breast cancer by eliminating excess estrogen, and help your whole system stay in optimal shape. Broccoli sprouts and sunflower sprouts are safe for most people, except, for example, those with hypothyroidism, as they slow down the iodine that goes to the thyroid. But as long as your thyroid is working well, they are incredibly helpful. The only caveat is that you have to chew broccoli sprouts well to get the full benefits, and those with hypothyroidism should not be eating these since they can prevent iodine from getting to the thyroids in large quantities. Taking care of your body changes every part of your life. Here at Body Care Guru, we give you the secrets that so many others don't know about. Secrets that will give you a massive boost of well-being. We're not interested in rumors or urban legends here. We're interested in health science, real nutrition, and finding healthy and natural solutions to the problems that people are facing in our world today. Remember to subscribe so you won't miss more videos about key topics like sunflower and broccoli sprouts and superfoods. Take care of your body and don't forget that your health is the greatest gift you have. Stay healthy and take care.